Okay, looks like we are live. Okay, let me just confirm if everything is live. I'm live after I think 4 weeks. It was I think last streamed on maybe February start. Not even that. Maybe it was in January. Yeah. So welcome back. And so let me check when I last streamed because I think it was pretty way back in January. I streamed about static site generation. Yeah, it was Jan 25, so almost 30-40 days after the stream. And yeah, I've been up to LLMs hype, as you know. Everyone is on LLM sides of things. And so, like, this approach is something different, right? So we were doing this ad for what it was, so like static site generation, and it is not a bad project as far as I see, but the problem is already solved. So, and there is new things coming out pretty, randomly. Like every day, there's a new different model coming out. Yesterday, like, or it was some last week, it was like Mistral OCR released and things like that, right? Like, and there is also GitHub Copilot agent. These are pretty. It was last day, I think. Sorry, last week, last week. But yeah, those are like getting pretty much every day we have new model or new thing that is getting added into the LLM space, and this cannot be remained. This cannot remain unnoticed. We need to keep up with the things and adapt my toolkit. Um, so now let me add a blank canvas here and decide what I want to do with um, in the next projects or anything which I'll be doing in this channel. So in February, I decided to take the route of AI agents. Now this is a hype, but if you see it carefully, it is not a hype. Like beyond like uh, taking the hype apart and taking all the buzzwords apart, AI agents is just we can say LLM plus some tools. So you provide LLMs some context to use some tools, and it should take the decisions based on what you have told it to do, and it will take the decisions for you. So AI is just this thing. And there was one more thing that got like released or not launched, but it was model context protocol. It was something like that. Yeah, it was model context protocol released from Anthropic. It's not natively to Anthropic, but it is kind of like a what we can say definition, not definition, a set of rules that the LLM should follow while like communicating within different like within the within themselves as well as within the tools ecosystem that they will be using. So this is this will be using that, and I had a few ideas onto that. I wanted to show how we can use like LLMs with tools to create this agentic sort of thing. And I have like tried a few things with line graph and uh, basically the local models which are like DeepSeek and other models, and the result so far is not that bad. It does stuff, but there are a few quirks here and there that we need to like get hands on and see what we have to do. So this was one thing that I explored during the February month. And other things I did, like I had idea to create this video out, but I didn't get any time to do this one. But now, since that is out of the way, I'll be doing this more in the coming weeks. The other thing is the project, right? We created the slicer generator, and that I had like initially thought for that Substack markdown parser. I didn't thought about this, but like I this week I had like one thing which stood out to me, which was this chat GPT interpreter mode, interpreter mode, whatever you want to call it. So that thing is pretty useful, like I can just provide it a file and it will like try to run the code and give me the output. That is really good way to debug and sort of save time uh, instead of you doing, and also it's useful for cross checking your results from your code as well. So I think it is uh, very like broad field that developers right now are into. So this Substack Markdown parser, like I wanted to write it by myself because there's no solution for this at the moment, because Substack currently doesn't have an API as far as I know. But right now, if they have an API, like that's an internal API that people are trying to sort of get like mimic the API, not mimic, but try to like back or reverse engineer what their API is from the inspect element and whatever hacking they could do. That is one thing, because that markdown parsing could be done much better way, and everything boils down to markdown, as you saw in the uh, Mistral OCR tool, right? They are trying to parse the PDF into raw markdown, even the images. So that is one thing to keep in mind. They are trying to get like everything boils down to text at the end of the day. But you could do also function calling, or get the output in JSON formats. So that is one thing. So for today, what we want to do, let me think. So we have a couple of things we could be doing. One is, okay, sorry. So what we could do for today is a lot of things I have mind, but I'm not sure what we could do. So do I continue with the SSG project? That was one thing. Or do I go with AI agents exploration? There could be uh, there's markdown parsing. What else? Okay, let me few more things. I want to see if we can go out that route. So it has been quite a while since I have looked at my GitHub. I've been quite not so active. So that is one thing. And yeah, this was one more tool which I tried to add to my belt, which was this find.com, find.com, how you want to say it. It is like a search engine with more AI capabilities, and with this there is also this perplexity. This is really good for uh, it's like out of the box has citations in it, so that is really good. So that is one thing. And yeah, there are few things which I want to highlight, which was my newsletter. So I've been writing it out for all of the weeks. So if you see, uh, those for the past 2 weeks, February, since February as well. So last week, like I saw this video from Andre Kalapati, and it was really, really helpful because you take things for granted, and when things, when someone like explore, like, explains them that they are available, then that like, really opens up a new, uh, like new possibilities. And one thing which I really leveraged this week was interpreter. I cannot stress this enough, but like that has been a game changer for me. And I've not explored custom GPTs much, but internet search tool is also really powerful in this context. I used it once, but ChatGPT interpreter I used it not once, not twice, but I think 5 to 8 times uh, in my work this week. And yeah, so there are few more thoughts that I will be writing this week. The 3 articles that I think I'll write this week, which are use positive conditions. Now, this live stream is going in haywire directions, but we can bring up this point, which is I was stuck in debugging with I was pair programming, and I was there was one weird bug that was causing the issues, and we try to read the code. And what the code was written is, I'll write an article about it, but for to explain to you, like if there is like something called a function called, let's say, uh, like contains bad word, there is a parameter called uh, ignore case, and it is set to false. Okay, and it just does something that returns if words, uh, actually let's pass in the word, if word in bad word list. So assume that bad word list is something from somewhere it is there as a constant or something. If bad word in list, sorry, so return word in bad word list. Maybe so. Yeah. So return bad word in bad word in word for bad word in bad word. So okay, you get the point. So okay, one more thing. If ignore case, yeah. So if let's say this is very simple, but imagine this is nested in a class and doing this. Let's say you come up on this term ignore case. What do you think it is? Ignore case will just say that ignore the cases, right? It should be case insensitive, but it's very hard to keep track in the back of the head. Like it could be better if it was case sensitive, right? Like case case sensitive versus ignore case. Like which one makes clear sense? Like ignore case is okay. I'll add one more complexity here. Ignore case is true and ignore case is false. So how do you perceive this? If ignore case is false, what do you mean? ignore case is false, which means you should consider the case. Yeah. So like I'm just saying that it is uh, easy to interpret, but it is still a lot more harder to do it when this is the case. If the case sensitive is false, which means just you just ignore the cases, right? If it's case sensitive, just you need to make sure that is case is preserved. So that is one thing to keep in mind. So this thought here is really important, not just for writing code, but also because it will be more helpful while reading the code. That's one ramble. And the other thing is, uh, yeah, Python is tactile and Golang is mechanical. So if you think about it, like the thing which is easy has more boilerplate. The thing which is hard has it also has boilerplate, but if you see the thing which is easy to write will have a lot of boilerplate code, and you think that you shouldn't write that because it's quite simple. But if the thing is hard, you tend to write it more because you need to make sure that you nail down the thing that you want to write. So this is one thing that I want to uh, like emphasize on. I've been writing a lot of Python these days. Very I only do Golang on live streams or on my videos. So Python is getting a little um, too much for me now. So next thing is prompt is the new code. Worry about the art of prompt as in code. Yeah. So right now, if I want to write code, I won't just start from scratch. If I want to deliver things, if I want to learn some things, definitely I will worry about the code first. I will start from scratch, everything from scratch. But if I want to make a POC or if I want to make a quick MCV, what is it? MVC, not MVC, it is my minimal viable MVP. Okay, minimal viable product. I will just prompt it to something, maybe cursor, maybe what is that? What is that? From Stack Blitz. I forgot the name. Is it? It was not cursor. It was something. I don't remember. What was that? What was that? Products. What was that? Bolt. Yeah, it was Bolt. Bolt, not new. Yeah. I will just go ahead here and if it is a, you know, um, if it's a front end application, I will definitely go with Bolt. If it's a backend application, I will think about it. But yeah, most of the times it will be uh, backend. So I'll not start it from scratch, but generally flow with whatever I have been knowing about the systems. Okay, now since that is taken care of, and there are some bullets fired in the chat in the newsletter, last newsletter, and yeah, so I've been also okay now okay. I want to do one thing which was to sort of set up my workflow for writing more. Now, writing means could two things. First could be technical articles, which are usually long. Other could be tales, which are short. And I am trying to these three things I discussed right now, right? Like the those positive conditions. Python is tactile, Golang is mechanical, and prompt is a new art. Those things will go under thoughts, or I should say blogs. This will be medium size. This won't be too long or not technical. It will be some technical, but not that technical as you think. So these are the things that I want to set up in my workflow. Now, how do we do this? If I am right, if I remember this, I think I had deployed Burrow somewhere. Not sure where. Yeah, it was in Netlify if I am correct. Again, Netlify. Not logged into Netlify here. Where it was. Was it in here? Definitely not. Tech. Okay, this also doesn't seem like. Maybe this one is. Yeah, that is it. So editor, I think I ended up with I think it was due to Netlify's cores error that we were facing, and that's why I was not able to do this. That is what I believe. Hello post from the editor thing. So here we are, and yeah, okay, this was the one. So this is in Netlify. If I am right, I should have the editor from here, and okay, there is one weird issue. Is it okay? So let's see test. I think it was a course error, not sure. Oh, what was that? Let me see if I can remember anything. I think the dashboard opened up here as well. Where it is opened here. And databases. I think that was which one is it? Legal thing? Block toxin. Is it this one? Doesn't look like. Legal thing. It was a legal thing, right? Actually, let's see where it is now. In Netlify, I should have that access. If I had logged it in. Where am I logged in? That is weird. Like, obviously. Okay. And I think this was 25. Yeah, it is on live stream as well. So let's go here. Why is it stuck? Okay, let's close one thing now. Let's close maybe this and this. Let's stay here. Hopefully it is working right. I can see it right. Two followers, one viewer. Not sure who the viewer is, but anyways. So in environment variables, I could see the DB name. It won't do much thing, right? Yeah, it was legal thing. So here, if we are able to open Visual Studio, we can view the data coming in. And if that is working, then I think there's no course error from Netlify. So okay, neat. Okay, send the API. Invalid data payload. Okay, so let's see what metadata should be. If I could use SQL, so I think we can copy it from here. Type is post, title is taken from there, so I can take it, I think this much. Let's see. Okay, API user not found. Okay, how is that? Was select name from authors. Hmm, maybe the username is different. Okay, so admin. Okay, password is wrong. Why I don't remember the password now. Good. Okay, that was weird. Uh, sorry. So if that is one thing. Then let's actually, I think we created an API or something to add authors, if I'm correct, right? Because this is a hashed password. There needs to be some way where we had added this thing. Hmm. Let's see. It was in Netlify API. Okay, there it is. Likely this is the one. Sorry. Sorry, it will be in the users where we create users or handlers. Surprisingly, we just have how we created that thing. I'm a little concerned, confused right now because there was some API member created this to hash the password and store the database. You can see the ID is still here. Interesting. Um, main.co. So this will be for the serving of static files. I remember I had created this static public post plugins. Was it in here? Let's search for create. Hmm. Fix course issue on edit page. This is the latest one. Authentication API. How did I add the user? I'm not able to understand that. So it should be in Netlify itself. API is for is just for the post, I believe. Right? Do the authentication, and in the users we had the handler, which will the if it's a post triggers, then we take in the query. Oh, okay. So queries will be from the SQL create author params. Okay, here it is. This is a payload. So username and ID. This will be the response that we'll get in, and we want to have create author param, which will be username, name, and password. Yeah, got it. So I believe I did it mostly, if I get it right, let's go into hopscotch. I think I did it from here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And there was also one API for user, if I am correct. So, um, see the code, netlify functions. This will have two endpoints: functions slash API and functions slash users. This will be the endpoint, and for the payload, did I use the password here? Let's check that out. Last try. Oh, where it is. Oh. So do not use complex passwords. Not sure why I used that, but okay. So it added the post, and if we go back to home, oh, it's not that weird. So it won't add it here, right? Because there's no sync, there's no syncing mechanism here right now. Which I'm trying to say that is there's no. This is reading from the static file that is created there. So there needs to be a GitHub workflow which will sort of read the database and fetch the posts which have been added in the last 1 hour or edited in the last hour and create a markdown file and update it here. We have that script, but we don't have the GitHub action for this. So let me write that as well. I think it was just for myself. What we do here is main function. We connect to the database. This will be provided from the secrets into GitHub action workflow. Then we connect to the database. We 1 day back time, so we get the time. Like this could be changed. Basically, I'm trying to say that. And query will be select start from post but created at is greater than I think 1 day or 1 hour back time, depending on how frequently we want to run the cron job on GitHub Actions. And we'll iterate over all the rows that will be returned from this query and try to create this write post file, which will take in two things: metadata and the content. So based on the metadata where the post directory is, we'll try to create that file path and write the contents of the file or contents of the actual post into the file. That is it. That is the simple thing that we want to do. And what I will do is I will not write it by hand. I will use ChatGPT to write it for me. Yes, or maybe use Claude. Let's not complicate things. Write a GitHub action that will trigger this every hour and also update the um, So analysis tool is what I'm saying it in the interpreter mode, but this will be for I think cloud or LLM specific things tools. Okay, don't lag now. Let's close out few things. That won't improve, but never mind. Okay, so let's see what it does. Hourly DB export run every hour, allows manual triggering, export DB data Ubuntu latest. That is good. I will change that. Install dependencies. Okay, that looks correct. But why is it using go get it? Oh, okay, so it will just solve that. This is not needed, I believe. We can directly pass in. Uh, yeah, I mean this step is not needed, I believe. Only just this command is not needed. The step is needed because we want to build this file and run that executable. Maybe like why is this? Like we can directly do the go run main.go, right? It's weird, but let's see. So did I copy it right? Yeah. So now into GitHub .github workflows. If I don't have anything here, okay. Let's see. Call it syncdb.co. And sorry, that was a long name. YAML and run this every hour. We'll remove that. Maybe just use go run db sync db.co. So here we'll get rid of that, and I think we need to paste it here. Sorry, this file here, because this will be taken from here. And yeah, we need to commit the changes wherever that has been pushed. Wait, I'll keep the comments because if build and run the application, add any new file that might have been created. Okay, check if there are any changes to commit. Else, changes to commit, git commit. Yeah, that looks correct to me. I'm not sure about how will it trigger that post, but yeah, there's much more of everything needs to be added there, so that is not an issue. That is fine. We are not using that file anyways. Okay. Git commit, add sync db workflow in GitHub. Okay. And now let's debug that. That will be a fun one. So it will trigger site build. Oh, it will trigger the site build, not the. So can we deploy this manually? Mm, let's check it out anyways, because if it does it manually or the cron job, it should not be an issue. Just want to check how this, if it works or not. Let's see the logs. In progress. Okay, now first try. Build and run. Fail to query DB. What? But like inside of this is provided as one more thing I need to change. That should not be an issue, but yeah. And inside of settings, I'll try to. Oh, wait. Sync. Maybe it is not using this, it is using this one. But this should also has that. Interesting. Let's remove this and see. The other thing I'm concerned is that it's not able to. Oh, we didn't pass the authentication token. DB auth, auth token will be this, and how is this working? Like this should not have worked. So in here, we never use that. That is valid. Okay, got it. So the DB URL is constructed in a separate way. I didn't understood it. So let me check if it is auth token, right? Percentage slash DB auth token. So this will be that, and I think we need to create two secrets that will be required in here. So we need to add one more secret here. And also database token. Did I name it right? Database auth token. So let's move auth. Okay, that's a get status, get uh, dot get our workflows, and let's remove the sync db. Get status, get xdb auth tokens. Okay, see here if it works. So it is building the pages, which means if we see here, it should not error out. Okay, and let's run this again, run the workflow. So it is queued in progress. Okay, that was my issue. I got that right. So cp dot github workflows sync db dot co into the current. Actually, okay. So if it exports it every hour, it should have triggered right now because it is 17. Let's wait for that. Now let's just trigger manually. Okay, it is that failed again. Start outlook. Okay, I not added that. Oh dear. Copy this. Okay, into actions, into secret removals, actions, manage environment, secrets, GitHub pages. Why do we need a new environment here? Like, cannot be it for all of them. So also database name. Okay, and also database token. So I'll just create for 7 days. Read and write. Create token. Hold on. Back. Okay, so I did both of them. And let's see the actions. So it definitely failed. Let's see now if it works. It should update it here. Process of flagging visible. So oh, still empty. Oh, sorry, I named it wrong. Man, actions. So let's just edit the name. Come on, you can't edit the name. Such a shame. Why? Try 5. First try didn't work. Second try didn't work. Fifth try. Okay, now at least it's there. This should work, right? And it should create that. Oh, but wait. Will it really create that? Let's see. Oh, wait, actually did. So, will it trigger one more post? Trigger will. Or it won't. Auto export. So it changed something in posts. Okay. 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 Is it right? That looks right. Anyways. But it didn't trigger the build, which is a concern. Um, so maybe now manual triggering, that is not an issue. Build YAML, okay. Push. Actually, let's log in here because I think login gives me better experience. I'm going to open another window for and start doing those things. Okay, so I'll provide it this thing. I want to trigger this GitHub workflow when there is change in the this change pushed to this branch main, but this is a cron jobs and it doesn't trigger that build. Mm, does that really work? Alternative approaches trigger the deploy workflow manually. Types. Modify deploy side workflow. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. So here we can add it. So workflow dispatch. Right. So let's ask him. I can have both of these, right? So workflow run, workflow dispatch. Okay, workflow. Got it. Let's see if that works. Git add dot workflows. I want to know when the GitHub action early cron job triggers. What minute of the what time zone? Oh, it will be what is the time zone? So what is UTC time. Okay, it will trigger in 18 minutes. Okay, not an issue. Oh, it. Oh, there's a different one. So, okay. Okay. So since actions will not deploy that, there are some 18 to 15 minutes, so let's deploy it manually for now. Oh, but it won't have any post as of yet. So let's add them. Need to fix this. Okay, added one more post. What is the time? It is 45 to 15 minutes. So let's wait for 15 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. We can wait for that, but let's trigger it again to see if that worked out. And let's keep track of here. Okay, at least this is working. It was added late yesterday. And oh, it completed that. I don't think that will work because that post already exists. VM, but never mind. Oh, that is a different one. So let me see what it did. It did something definitely. Yeah, it modified this one. Okay, that is working at least. Correct. Um, So let's see what we could do now. Let's add a bunch of them right now. Python is tactile. This I need to fix because this is quite things I need to add here. Quite some things. Okay. So title will be Python is tactile. I hope it takes from that, right? Let's copy the JSON here and try to remove this. And also try to remove this one. Let's just keep that and let's call it Python is tactile and boilerplate. As it is easy to write and it generates a lot of boilerplate code. Maybe that is different how you perceive it. That's just my raw take. Okay, did it fail? Cause what? That could not be a cursor, is it? Oh, yeah, it is a cursor. Definitely it's a cursor. Um, 500. Why is the database connection failing? Hmm. Well, what could be the DB connection issue? Did I mess something up here? It will be netfire API main.co. Yes, we haven't touched. Oh, the database auth token, however, could have been messed up maybe. So that is already, like, could it invalidate the previous ones if that it generated new one? That could be issue, right? Sorry, not here. Here could be an issue on that. Or if that is the case, then let's change it here. We need to change the auth token. Okay, do I generate a new one for both of these? Okay, let's go here and create a token. Expires in 1 day. Read and write, create token. Copy the token, paste in here, so we will never ever, and also let's go here, secret variables, actions, edit, new value, update secret. Yeah, I have leaked the token, but never mind, because what are you gonna do? Okay, there was one thing which I wanted to note, that was pushing that changes to GH pages after running the static site generator, but that will not sync with DB. Oh, that will be issue. Yeah, I think we need to make it on the main itself. So what I'm thinking is, instead of directly adding it to the main, we generate a, that. Yeah, that will eventually modify that. So that won't be an issue. Yeah, that was not even an approach, I think. That is not even an approach. So what is the utility time? Yeah, it stored it here, right? Huh? So in 5 minutes it should trigger the GitHub action workflow. Let's close out a few tabs. It's getting a little wonky. Oh, sorry, we need to post this. Oh, it is still not working? That should have worked. Interesting. That is weird. What is the issue here? Database connection failed, which means this is from Netlify, so not sure how is it different. Correct? It should update now. This will be triggered in a minute. Did it trigger? Not yet. Not yet. Hmm. Let's see this issue. So we are hitting this API here, correct? Not this one. This is hosted on Netlify. It should have triggered this by now, but no, it's not. Didn't trigger this, which is quite weird. Let's wait for one more thing and what is level 0? and inside of build we don't take that, so here we take it from here. So db name and auth token. So it hasn't yet deployed it, nor it deployed on 17. Oh, since all are manually deployed. And what did never mind, that is not an issue. So git status here, git diff at this. Sorry, we need to add sync.db, that is where we made the changes. GitHub workflows, git status, git diff. So, and that will be the final commits. So the environment variables in a mismatch. Need to update it from there as well. Oh no. This is a little painful. Provide the name here and then auth token here. That could be kept same, but never mind. So we'll first pull from the repo git status and add the changes. And then finally we'll go into settings. Oh wow, that is very long one. Oh, because I put all of them. Okay, makes sense. It was a name, correct? Oh, HTTP, sorry, libsql, secret, and now so this should trigger to run at midnight IST. Let's run the workflow and check. But that is not actually working, so not sure what happened there. How do we trigger that? I think it has gone through all of the time zones possible, right? 5:35, but it never triggered it, right? Because we have been since, yeah, 50, almost an hour. So not sure where the issue is. So let's see if we can. So let's see if that picks it up. Let's check if that works. Star divided by 15. Let's make it 10 to be quick. I'll change that later on, but let's see. Status with add. So if we are running it at this time, it should trigger at 1750 if I am right. It doesn't have that yet. So if you are going by UTC time, it should go at 45, 55. Let's see if that gets triggered. So let's see. Three contributors. So let's wait. Can't do much anything there. There's not a matrix to be looked at. So other things I want to fix right now is that things that are breaking in the templates, I believe. since it is on on this Netlify, because there's a course error, we cannot use that API there. It's kind of weird because I need that for GitHub pages but not for Netlify. Maybe we can do something in the GitHub workflow itself. Think yeah, here we can do something. Anyways, so in a second it should deploy that, because we have gone through all the possible combinations here now. It should have figured right. quite weird. It's not deploying it. It has been 10 minutes, so okay. Why is this failing then? I've written too much that too many times. Okay, that is weird. Should not have happened, but it's happening. So let's see the logs. In API we have so headers HF request. Request is true, then we pass this payload. Payload is coming correct. The user is also fetched. Post, okay, post is coming empty. Okay, so it is definitely the published draft. Let's see that. Okay, we definitely need a title. Title is tactile. Let's remove this then. Okay, so title is needed, that's why it was failing and not because of API token, environment variable tokens. So if we are right here, it should trigger now. Okay. Run every 10 minutes. Wrong. Maybe that is wrong. GitHub actions cron job. Let's read them correctly. Page build, pull request, watch, status, schedule, delete during periods. And that is already there. So minute 0 to 59, that is 15 minutes every minute, 15 of every hour of every day. Okay, maybe the cron job is wrong. So let's do a 10 here. It will run at 10 minutes of every hour, every day. And it's not to 10 anymore, let's do it 5. We can quickly change that if we require. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 remaining ones. So that makes sense. So git add GitHub workflows, git commit fix workflow cron schedule time, and once that is pushed, that should trigger that within 5 minutes. And I am little skeptical of that. I'm skeptical of this build because we have changed a few things there. Oh, we did that. So I think I made changed somewhere here. But it was never mind. And it has it is deploying it now. So if we check here, and we didn't add that one. Okay. So here after 5 minutes it should trigger this. So 5 minutes of every minute. So right now it should trigger that, if I am correct. but it doesn't seem to. Oh, that was right then. Once every 15 minutes, starting from minute 20 through 59 minutes. That was right. Schedule event can be delayed during periods of high load without action workflow events. So high load time includes start of every hour. Oh, okay. This event will only trigger if the workflow run is the workflow file is on the default branch. That might be the reason. Thanks for the heads up. The default branch is main. That is on main. So that is also met. Scheduled workflows only run on the default branch. In a public repository, scheduled workflows are automatically. Let's disable the workflow and enable the workflow. Here, I guess it works on both of these now, right? So if we go here, team won't work definitely. Till it tilts. Sorry, it should have been Burrows. Okay, that is weird. We need the prefix URL in GitHub pages and not in Netlify. That change from GitHub ChatGPT didn't work as expected. So let's see, but it worked over here, so that is not an issue. Okay. So every 5 minutes, since we deployed it 2 minutes, it should take a few minutes to reset. It was an hour back. Okay. When the last user committed in, when the last user to commit in the cron schedule of a workflow is removed from the organization, the scheduled workflow will be disabled. The schedule allows you to trigger a workflow at a scheduled time. You can schedule a workflow to run at a specific time using POSIX Chrome syntax. Schedule workflow and run on the latest commit on the default or base branch. Once every 4 minutes. Okay. Single workflow can be triggered in multiple events. So this is a little on the edge case, I say. Once every 5 minutes. Maybe it is outdated. Who knows? So we'll wait for 2 more minutes and change that to 10 minutes because 5 minutes are already elapsed. I want to actually try out cursor maybe. Not today, but I want to try out a few things. One is one thing is I want to make extensions with GitHub Copilot. I will be doing it tomorrow maybe. So GitHub Copilot extensions. I think it also uses the MCP or does it? Build and deploy tools with the pilot. Copilot extension integrate your external dev tools into Copilot Medicine API. Okay, so what can we make with this? I am coming from Django here because Django has a lot of boilerplate code that we have to write, and I think Copilot can solve that pretty neatly because uh, one like uh, in the start, like it feels kind of you need to go through that phase where you have to write out each and every command and write every file, but so we need to make sure that once that is pushed, once we get through the barrier, or you can say the habit of creating boilerplate code, that becomes quite repetitive, and that's why I need Django to be little AI agnostic, or like experienced, or at least some sort of experience with Django. Uh, we need to so we need to get some sort of boilerplate code out of the way for Django related projects. And here, let's check if that works. Okay, that's still not yet completed. We'll wait 1 more minute as I'll deploy the changes here. You know what I'm making? Why I'm making this is due to this post, right? My approach to enabling block from Simon Wilson. Like this might be where I want to write more. And another reason is uh, not always I have access to my own laptop. I might be using some work laptop or some other things, and I want to have like remote access to my blog. I don't want to have a barrier of getting logged into GitHub or something, some other authentication services. I just need my password and I should be just write that blog post, right? So that is where I'm coming from, and if that saves me this time, then I think I'll be writing more blog posts and getting more thoughts out of my head, and that helps me, get things out of the way and be like more active in tech channel. So that is why I'm building this. If this works, then we can sort of get this to work in other places like a link blog. This is my general blog, and this is where I've hooked up from my own custom static site generator. This is just a learning exercise that I've created for myself, and yeah, let's wait. It's just not working right. It has been over 10 minutes now, so it should have been completed at least once, twice, but never mind. So this is Not working. Are we missing something? So we have on schedule cron job at 30-15 minutes. Specify the version you need. But this should not be an issue. Let's see if there is something else we can do. Workflow dispatch, workflow call, watch. What does this do? More than one activity type triggers this event. Type started. Runs your workflow when a workflow repository is. Oh, okay. 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 Repository dispatch, registry, package push, pull request target, pull request review, pull request public, page build, milestone, merge group, review, share, measurement. What is column? That's a weird name. Oh, deployment status. And that is not what we can do here. The last time I'm waiting it. If it is not working, we shall push this. I'm gonna trigger this manually. Oh wait, and now so 15 minutes. So if we are correct, what is the UTC time now? It is 55. Is it? Okay, it is 55. But it should trigger at 60, right? It doesn't make sense to me actually. Initially it was 5, so 55 will trigger that. Okay, but it didn't trigger at 50, which is a concern. So it might trigger at every 10 minutes or so. Okay, that is working fine. That is something weird. I think that would be it for today. Nothing much, just setting up the cron job. Make sure we pull it up. This will be a little scary. But I think tomorrow we'll be doing something fun, which will be to use with a co-pilot along with Django. Maybe something different. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Explore extensions. Okay, I'll see you next time. Thank you.